everybody, I'm Bethany, also known as relovemaui on Poshmark and on Instagram. I'm a clothing reseller on the island of Maui in Hawaii. I've been a reseller since about 2007, although I did recently take a break and I am newly back. And since coming back, I've had to relearn quite a few things that I thought I knew from my past experience in reselling. There's a lot that's changed since I was away. And it's been a big challenge, but I'm definitely facing it head on and enjoying it. And when I do have some good sales, I like to share them with you here. I had a pretty good weekend of sales on Poshmark last weekend, so I thought I would show you guys the items that are selling for me right now. Okay, I'll just jump right into the items that sold for me on Poshmark over the weekend. The first item is one of my favorite pieces I have ever thrifted in my life or found at a yard sale. It's a Robert Graham shirt, and it's an artist collaboration. I'll show you the artist's name here. It is P. Stevens MC, and it's just got so many cool, unique touches on this. It says knowledge, wisdom, and truth down here, and just the actual design of the shirt itself is so cool. It's all these bright colors and amazing patterns. It's got embroidery. It's impossible to appreciate when you can't touch it, but I'm trying to show it as best I can. It's so cool. And here it's got this on the back, and it says, "Therefore I am." It's just amazing, this shirt. So many details, so cool. And I definitely do not share cost of, and the buttons too, really cool. I do not share cost of goods ever. But I will say this was a good flip. It sold for $150 within just a couple of weeks of being on Poshmark. I had gotten a couple of lower offers, and it ended up going for $150, which I was very happy with. And yeah, just a fantastic flip on that. Love it. Love selling stuff that I love that much. Makes it so much fun doing this job. And I also really like this next item. It's a big Buddha purse, so it's kind of a hobo style with a twisted strap there. The faux leather, but it's always really nice quality with these bags. And this one's in excellent condition too. It's got some fringe here. And it's kind of cool too because it's got this like backdrop that's like sequin. So it's got a shimmer to the whole bag because of that. So the outside leather's a little bit metallic too. And then it's got this shimmery backdrop behind it. Yeah, beautiful bag. And this was only listed for several days. I listed it last week. I think it was featured on my last yard sale haul also. So. Okay, next up, this is a lace dress, and it's white lace over a pink backdrop, and it is Maggie London Petites, and, you know, not necessarily a brand I typically go after. I just love lace. I'm a sucker for lace, so I always grab it when I see it, if it's cute, and this has an open back, which I also really like, and a cute little button there. It's like a rose. This only sold for $14. I wasn't mad at that. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. When the brand's not anything spectacular and I get a offer, often I'll take it, and I did. This is a Tommy Bahama tank top, linen tank, just basic piece here, a little keyhole in the back. That sold for $15. Next up, this is an intro tunic. It's a little short mini dress or long top. It did have a little flaw I missed when I bought it. I sold it for $15, and yeah, considering it had a flaw and I'd had it for a little bit, I was fine with that. And next up is a Lululemon bra. This is really nice bra too. It's got the twisted or the cross straps in the back, so nice and supportive, and it feels like a little more of a supportive style for their bras, and like a nice leaf pattern. And I never did find the style on this one, or the exact style on this, but it sold for $25. And these are some American Eagle outfitters. These are high-rise jegging, size 12 on these. And these were a part of a larger batch. I've sold a bunch of these already, and I have some more still in my closet too from this batch. There was varying ones that were distressed, ones that were not distressed. I think I have a black pair. Yeah, just kind of a mix of. They were size 12s and 14s, so that was a score when I found those. And these have not been listed for very long either, probably less than a week. Those sold for $20. Next up, Lucky Brand, little simple basic top from Lucky Brand. It's cute, it's boho. I'd had it for a while though, it just wasn't really moving. I got an offer for $10, I took it, happy, moving on. Next up, this is a brand I was not familiar with, and I'm not sure the correct way to pronounce it. It's Abs to Be or ABS to Be. I don't know if that's an acronym for something or if it's literally being like abs to be, like I'm going to have abs one day. It's cute if that's the case. Clever. I like it. These are some kind of like, it's kind of like a scrunchy fabric. And often, I actually have another pair of these that has that scrunchy butt style. These do not, but I have a pair that does. And I think that's a common thing that this brand is known for, is kind of the scrunch butt style. Kind of makes your booty look a little perkier. And these sold for $20. And yeah, now I'm familiar with that brand too when I find it again. So I'm stoked because I got those two pairs both at the same place. Next up, this is Ethereal. I think it's just kind of like probably a smaller, boutique-y, sort of like yoga, loungy, soft type of a line, maybe kind of organic. And this one, I love this style too, where it's got the little band, because that's open. That's all open there, like a keyhole. And I love when it's got that band at the top and then it's open. I think it's a really cute look. I see it a lot. Tie front. I wanted to keep this just because it's so incredibly soft. I mean, it's just deliciously soft. And it sold for $15. Next up is men's Lacoste shirt, and I featured this on a previous haul because I was asking you guys what you thought about Lacoste these days. I really didn't know what to expect, and this is the only one I've listed, so I'm not going necessarily off of one item, but this one did sell for $25, and pretty quickly too, so I wasn't too mad at that. I think that worked out well. And it's a very large size also, which maybe helped, or didn't help, who knows. Next up, these are Zen Nymph, and this is another, I think, kind of like boutique-y, loungy yoga type of line. And these did not sell for much. They actually did have a flaw. There's a little hole there. I don't know if you can see where the tag connects. And I mentioned that, of course, in the listing. And you know, I didn't have any great financial or personal investment in these. I liked them actually. If they were my size, I probably would have kept them. But just because they did have a flaw and I had them for a little bit, I got an offer for $10. I took it. I was happy with that. Moving them on to a new home. Next up, Calvin Klein Performance is the brand on this, and it's a maxi dress though. It's such like a casual dress. Stripes, kind of different stripes going in different directions. This is a very long dress. I actually really like this. I might keep this if I didn't have about 50 maxi dresses in my closet already. But I really like the back. It's got this cool racer back type of a look to it, so I really like that a lot. Yeah, cool dress. Okay, next up, Billabong. This is a Billabong kind of longer dress, wrap style. A little wrap there, and it's very soft rayon, kind of a gauzy type of fabric. I really like this. It's in excellent condition, just really pretty print. It's kind of like a black backdrop with some tan flowers, and very pretty. And it sold for $18 on that. Next up, okay, this one, I've got a bonehead story to tell you about it. So this is a Nick and Zoey skirt. It's an absolutely beautiful skirt. It's an asymmetrical design, which I absolutely love. It's kind of a linen-y fabric. It's a little bit hard to keep it from wrinkling, but it is really pretty. Absolutely gorgeous Nick and Zoey skirt. And it's got a stretchy waist, which means it's going to fit really nice. Man, I'm just like really admiring this skirt right now, which makes the story even more sad. I had another skirt that was very similar and looked very similar in pictures. The other one was Anthropology, so I should have realized it wasn't the same one, but I got an offer for $10, and I took it because I thought because the other one had flaws. It had a hem the hem was out on it. And so I thought that was the skirt that I got the offer on for $10. I was like, great, someone's buying this flawed item. Perfect. Moving on. And then after I had already clicked accept offer, I realized it was the wrong item. So it's fine. It's going to a new home. Someone got a great deal. No bigs. Moving on. All good. Okay. Last item here of my sales over the weekend. Free People. These are kind of like jeggings, but they're flares. So they're very wide. Very wide legs, almost like a bell bottom, but they're kind of like jeggings because they slide on. They don't fasten at all. They're just pull-on jeans, and they're like a wash black basically. And yeah, these are I've sold these before in various colors and things, and these are they're pretty popular, I think. And I sold those for $35. I did have them for a little while, but I sold them for $35. All right, so that's the end of my haul for the weekend. I'm going to get all these lovely pieces off to their new homes. I'm so happy to send this Robert Graham shirt off to its brand new owner, and all the rest of these items too. I love everything I sell. I try to sell things that I like, and in this case, I truly, really do. Everything I sold this week, and I'm really loving. So happy to send it off to its new happy owners and give it a brand new life that it didn't have. Thank you so much for following along with my What Sold For Me on Poshmark video. If you did enjoy it, please hit the subscribe button down below and throw me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Also, give me a follow on Poshmark and on Instagram at relovemaui, and leave me a note as well. I'd love to follow you back. Have a fantastic day. Aloha.